My eyes fluttered open. The birds were chirping, the sun was shining, and the slight breeze blowing in through the window had a touch of chill. I slid out of bed and glanced around. My siblings were already awake as usual, probably already busy with chores. I stretched before glaring at the notches in the wall, a mark for every day he'd been gone. I notched another in the wall with my knife and a low groan. My father traveled often. Inns and taverns paid good money for a bard as talented as himself for entertainment, or so he said. Sometimes he was gone for days, sometimes for weeks, but he'd been gone for a month this time, and at this point, I was ready to scream. You see, while Dad was gone, I had to pick up the slack playing at the local inn. We live at a busy crossroads, and the inn is full of drunken travelers, new faces every night. As you can imagine, it's not a great place for a 13-year-old girl. I braided my auburn hair with deft hands as I made my way over to the old wash basin in the corner. I dumped the old water out the window and poured the last bit from the pitcher in while humming a tune. Today was the day. The day I finally figured out where my father went. I could hear my mother's distant voice. I washed and dressed in some leather pants and a light cotton shirt before sliding on my boots. Then I ducked under the ratty cloth that separated the bedroom I shared with my 5 younger siblings from the main living area. Mother was sweeping the front porch and looked up at me as I grabbed an old crust of bread off the table. "Morning, Yevie. How was your night?" Same old, Ma." I took a seat in one of the ratty chairs and flung my feet up on the table. Ma tisked as she watched me. "Get your feet off the table, child." I ignored her and chewed thoughtfully on the piece of bread. "Where is he?" "Who?" She put down her broom and sauntered inside. Her auburn hair looked just like mine. The same smattering of freckles covered our cheeks, too. Dad always said I was a spitting image of her at this age. I gritted my teeth. I could feel anger rising to my cheeks. "Don't play dumb with me, Ma. Where is Dad?" She scowled and swatted my feet off the table. "I don't know where you got these terrible manners, Yvalia." I stood, face to face with the woman. "Where is he? He's been gone a month, Ma. A month! He promised me a few days." "I don't know." Her voice was calm, the quiet before the metaphorical storm. I didn't care. I was going to get my answer. I was not afraid of her anymore. "Why are you lying to me?" I swiped everything off of the table in a rage. "He leaves us, his children, and all you do is lie for him." "Out!" Ma pointed toward the door. "Get out!" "You." I gave her an insolent look. "I can't believe you'd kick me out. Who will feed your children while your husband is gone?" "Get out, you insolent little brat!" She swung at me. The crack of her palm against my cheek silenced the earth. I felt tears rising into my eyes. The horrified look on her face must have mirrored mine. I stared into her eyes for only a moment before marching angrily to the bedroom and packing everything I had into a small satchel. I ducked back under the cloth and saw her collapsed into a chair, shaking with sobs. I tossed a small sack of coins at her and it hit the table with a chink. My voice was venom. It didn't even sound familiar as it exited my mouth. "Feed the kids. Once that runs out, maybe you can go to the inn instead of sending one of them." I left home that day, headed down the road the same direction he always went. I don't know what I was looking for or what clues I thought I'd find, but I was gonna find him.